Hey guys, have you ever found yourself puzzled, wondering why your relationships just don't seem to last? Are you constantly hitting dead ends with women, unsure of what you're doing wrong? Well, today, we're diving into the 12 behaviors that destroy relationships with women. And you know what, men? If you are behaving in just one of the ways on this list, it might very well make the woman want to leave you. Or, worse yet, turn her into a toxic woman whom you would want to leave. So you'll want to be sure to stick around for all 12, because if you are making even just one of these common relationship mistakes with a woman, you could be on a road to Splitsville. First up, beginning with relationship killer number 12, let's talk about confidence. Women are drawn to men who are sure of themselves, not arrogant but confident. A man who doubts every decision, hesitates at every turn, and constantly seeks validation is like a ship without a rudder. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you can't even decide what to order without asking her opinion 3 times. Women instinctively lose respect for men without bold decisiveness. They have biologically and evolutionarily evolved to desire a confident and decisive man to provide for and protect her and her offspring. So guys, make sure you're being decisive. Next up, we have the number 11 relationship killer, poor communication. Communication is key, gentlemen. It's not just about talking. It's about listening, understanding, and responding appropriately. Ever been in a situation where she's telling you about her day, and you're just nodding along, waiting for her to finish so you can switch the TV channel? That's a ticket to Lonelyville, my friends. Also, be sure to tell her about your own experiences, hopes, and emotions. By sharing yourself with her, you are strengthening the bonds of your relationship. The number 10 relationship killer in our countdown is being overly jealous. Jealousy, the green monster, it's a relationship killer. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. If you're the guy who's blowing up her phone, questioning her every move or who she's hanging out with, you're digging your own grave. It shows a lack of self-confidence. She will intuitively evaluate you as being weak as you doubt her commitment to you. Guys, being irrationally jealous is cringe and possibly a relationship killer. A little trust goes a long way. Coming in at 9th position, we have an insidious relationship killer: lack of ambition. No one's saying you need to be a multimillionaire, but having goals, aspirations, and a drive to better yourself is attractive. Ever spent your weekends doing absolutely nothing productive, just gaming while life passes by? That's a turnoff. Show her you're motivated. And if you are not yet showing ambition, don't you think you might try? It doesn't have to revolve around business or a side hustle. It could be any hobby, sport, or endeavor where you are pushing forward to better yourself. This will not only better yourself, it will improve your relationship with your woman. Next up in our countdown, number 8, not valuing her opinions. Every healthy relationship is a partnership. If you're making decisions without considering her feelings or opinions, you're sending a clear message that you don't value her. Picture this. You decide to repaint the living room and choose the color without even asking her. Guys, involve her, value what she thinks. Coming in at number 7, neglecting self-care. Self-care isn't just for women. Taking care of your body, mind, and spirit shows you value yourself. And if you value yourself, you're more likely to value others. Ignoring your health, hygiene, or personal growth, that's not going to cut it, so step it up, guys. The number 6 behavior that destroys relationships with women is always playing it safe. Life is about adventure, about taking risks. If you're always choosing the safe path, never willing to try new things or step out of your comfort zone, she might find you boring. Ever turn down an impromptu road trip just because it wasn't planned? Ever try something out of your comfort zone, like learning to tango or learning how to paint or draw? Time to spice things up. You'll get more out of life when you do, and your woman will appreciate that too. Gentlemen, we're now at the number 5 relationship-destroying behavior that men too often do, and that is acting like a simp. Acting like a simp or putting her on a pedestal above your own self-respect is a no-go. Yes, treat her with respect and love, but sacrificing your own dignity and bending over backwards to please her at every turn is not the way. She will lose respect for you if you simp, and more importantly, you will lose your own self-respect. Balance is key. Coming up next is a relationship mistake that many men aren't even aware of, and they live to regret: not taking the lead in the relationship. Leadership doesn't mean dominance. It means stepping up when needed, making decisions together, and sometimes guiding the way. Ever found yourself saying, "I don't know, what do you want to do?" every time you're planning a date? That's what we're talking about. Leadership goes hand in hand with confidence, so step up and man up and show some initiative. She will appreciate that, and so will you. The number 3 relationship killer is inconsistency. Being hot and cold is confusing and frustrating. If you're all in one week and then distant the next, you're sending mixed signals. Stability and reliability are sexy. Be the man she knows will always be there, not the one she's unsure about. Now, the number 2 relationship killer with women is taking her for granted. This one hits hard. Over time, it's easy to become complacent, to stop trying, to assume she'll always be there. Remember the early days when you'd surprise her with small gestures or compliments. Keep that energy. Show her she's appreciated always. Finally, gentlemen, the top number 1 behavior that destroys relationships: not opening up. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It shows trust, depth, and a level of intimacy that can't be achieved otherwise. Ever kept your worries or fears to yourself, thinking it's not manly to share? Think again. Opening up connects hearts. Guys, recognizing these behaviors is the first step toward building stronger, healthier relationships with women. It's about respect, communication, and growth. Look inward, make adjustments. And remember, it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Let's be the best versions of ourselves, for us and for the amazing women in our lives. And gentlemen, do you want to know the number 1 way to make sure that your relationship with your woman is on a solid foundation? Great, just go ahead and subscribe now to be sure to get cutting-edge advice related to dating, relationships, and personal growth. You'll be glad you did. We thank you for joining us today, and as we bid you farewell, we remind you that you are absolutely fabulous. And yes, you are loved.